Kia ora, I'm Sam Rilstone here with my thoughts on the latest from legendary director Robert Zemeckis, here. Based on a comic strip and then graphic novel by Richard Maguire, the film takes place in the same frame, meaning the camera doesn't move, focusing on a single piece of land across time and generations, telling the stories of the different inhabitants and their life events. Spanning across prehistoric to modern time, the film shows a hyper-real version of the human experience, if a little bit oversimplified. It shows these big moments or memories that could be interpreted as common experiences. Obviously, everyone's experience in life is different, and the film does try to capture this with two inhabiting families in close time periods going through different things, but it does come across a little bit heavy-handed. The film has a play-like quality to it as you see characters moving in and out of the frame of this stage-like room. The performances are so strong and endearing. Tom Hanks and Robin Wright make up what could be considered the leading roles. They're certainly billed as such, and the pair take you through a journey with so much heart and believable emotion. Though the story does take a couple of stumbles at points, but it really comes together in the end. The main family story we follow with Hanks and Wright is one of generational trauma and the history of a space. That a singular space like a home or a room can see so much and almost hold memory if you give weight to that sort of thing or however it manifests for you. You do sort of have to give yourself over to the whimsy of that concept to at least have the reaction that I've had to it. Due to spanning across generations, the film does make use of de-aging, as Zemeckis does like to use the latest tech in his films. But it did miss the mark for me, primarily because when Tom Hanks is supposed to be playing an 18-year-old version of himself, he's still got his 68-year-old voice. Thankfully, the de-aged portions aren't too extensive or close up. The creative editing by Jesse Goldsmith mimics the look of the original comic strip or graphic novel. The main frame is divided up into smaller frames, sometimes to show passage of time with the same characters, or to show the space in different time periods. So despite a couple of early speed bumps, I found this film really charming and endearing, and due to a few things going on in my life, sort of just what I needed. It sounds forced and cringe, but it really made me think about the concept that everybody's living a life so different and similar at the same time, a phenomenon known as Sonder. It was super powerful, but again, if you give yourself over to it. So definitely a recommendation from me, but as I say, you sort of got to go along with what the film's trying to do.